Everybody has one path. You hear me? But everyone is on their own journey. I know what it is. Your boy San, and we back with another reactions with San. We're gonna do things a little different today. See, I got strike from my last page for 1 week the first time, and then 2 weeks this time. So I don't get my page back to the 25th, and that page is Uncle Sam's Truth. Y'all go check it out where we talk about conspiracies with the government, untold Black history, and the evils of the music industry. But today, what we're gonna be talking about is a little different, and I had to bring it to y'all on this page. See, for like the last month or so, I had this enlightenment about the world and how it really is. You know what I'm saying? You hear people like Billy Carson, who talks about the Anunnakis and all this stuff about how the Bible is just a remix of the tablets that have been here for over 5,000 years. You got people like Nick Jones, who preaches and lets y'all know also about the Bible and what it is with the world. So I've been trying to get in touch with Candace Owens. Let me show y'all. I had an Instagram. That was the only way I can get in touch with her. So if y'all know how to get in touch with Candace Owens, please let her know. I need her to get this out. It's something she ain't ever heard. Okay, look. Y'all see that right there? Candace, Candace Owens page. The real Candace Owens. All right. Now look, we're gonna stroll up. I sent her these messages. See? I sent audio clips. Let her know. The things that have happened to me is for real, for real. I ain't even gonna play with y'all. Before I get this to y'all, because it's real serious, I'm telling y'all. Hold up. I started documenting this, what I had called an enlightenment several weeks ago. So I'll let y'all know. Okay, let's go. I was gonna do an audio book, and I called it Huda Goes Fishing. And that's when I first got my enlightenment. And I started seeing things for what they were and not the illusion that was placed before me. You know, dealing with feelings and everything, you know. I'm gonna let y'all check this out because it gets a little deeper. And we're gonna probably do a couple different videos on this right here because I can't give this to y'all all in one whop. But I promise y'all, when y'all hear this, this is what people have been trying to uncover for thousands of years. I was given this through my subconscious. Everything about the Bible. I was given a diagram to be able to give to the people. And I call it the path to a purposeful life. You know, I'm not no special person. Let's just say I ain't no special person. But to somebody of higher being than I am. You know, I did my share of dirt. You know, but one thing I always did was I always kept a good heart. I never let the world control me or my emotions and be this cruel person, this bitter person. That wasn't me. And I say that to say this. And I know I'm supposed to be letting y'all hear this clip, but I say that to say this. Because of who I started out my life to be until now, is why I've been given this information to be able to give to y'all. I believe. I know it sounds like I'm doing just a bunch of talking and circles, but y'all got to understand this right here. I ain't ever had this enlightenment in my life, and a lot of y'all haven't either, and probably won't ever get it. and probably will, but that's something I don't know. All I know is I was given a message to give to y'all. And like I said, see, I'm about to tell y'all these things. And when these things came to me about the Bible, the world, about how to live life in order to be able to get to your purposeful life, all this came to me in my head. I had visions of words, quick pictures that were placed in my head, and then I had to come back to it. But I'm gonna explain this to y'all. See, y'all really want to know something besides lyrics to a song or what number J's somebody got on or how much somebody jewelry costs and all that? This right here is something y'all want to learn right here. And I guarantee you it'll change y'all life. See, I had to sit on this and make sure that I gave it to the world the right way. Because this is not of me. This is through me, but this is not of me. So the words I speak is nothing I thought of. These are blink thoughts. My mind, it processes. I figured out all this. But yeah, man, let me let y'all know I'm not playing with this. This is serious, for real, for real. Y'all need to wake up. And at the end of the day, once y'all know this, y'all ain't gonna be scared no more. I promise you. And a lot of y'all can go live y'all life and reach our purpose. You know, I can't tell you how to get $1 million. I can't tell you anything else, how to do this, how to do that. All I can do is tell you the message that was given to me to be delivered to y'all. Let's just say that. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into this clip real quick. I got several of them. I was gonna make an audio book, but it turned into so much more. Okay, we're gonna start with okay, back in May 19th, I believe, is when I got my enlightenment. Is what I called it there. Quest. I'm so much on a quest to be rich. On my real quest, it would benefit me. It was to enrich the life of others. All right, that's just one video right there. I got several of them, and that's when I got my first enlightenment. Right. So let's go ahead and jump into this right here. Okay. So before we jump into this video with Joe Rogan and Billy Carson, see, because y'all might not take my word for things, but y'all might want to take my words for things because I know so much more than Billy Carson, Joe Rogan, Nick Jones, Candace Owens, when it comes to this right here, because this right here was given to me subconsciously. So I'm gonna show y'all how I operated and how I can operate. Oh no, scratch that. I'm gonna show y'all how I was given the ability to get all this information that people took years, thousands of years to know and still don't know the truth. I'm gonna give it to y'all today because it was given to me. And also, it might take some time. I might not be able to give it to you in this whole video because I have to break down things. See, I was given the gift to be able to break down things that seem complex, but are so simple once I break it down. I was given that gift. So let me go ahead and give it to you. Okay, on my journey, you know what I'm saying? After I had my enlightenment, one day while I was fishing, it hit me. My first word finally came to me several weeks later. And this word was awareness. So I'm like, what's awareness? So I went and did my video, uh, with the guy who was homeless, you know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to do my thing and be able to help other people. So I named the video Raising Awareness, but then I ended up changing the name. But awareness would pop up again. Awareness, awareness. What is awareness? And then one day it hit me. Being aware of things after they occur. What does that mean? I didn't know. And then being aware of things as they occur. And then being aware of things before they occur. So these things came together, these three things. Being aware before they, seeing things before they occur. Seeing things as they occur. Seeing things after they occur. Same thing. Awareness, seeing. Okay. So I thought being aware of things that So I thought being aware of things after they occur meant like I might walk into a spot and I know I feel the tension in the room. And the next thing you know, they start popping off. Pop, 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 pop. So yeah, I should have been aware of things before it occurred. And I wouldn't have been in that situation. That's what I thought. But that wasn't the case. As time went by, I would get little messages. I'm talking to my homegirl one day. I'm noticing that I'm talking, I'm moving my hands. And I never did that before. She was like, "Why are you moving your hands? You talk with your hands." I'm like, "Nah, I don't talk with my hands, but dang, now that you said that, I'm aware of that now." Not having anything to do with awareness. Okay, and then next we begin to talk. And then when me and her brain gets together, it's so crazy how things come together and how I had to be aware of things after they occurred. See, being aware of things after they occur means you have to reflect. Reflecting means being aware of things after they occur. So you're gonna have to reflect. But that word reflect didn't come till later. But that word reflect didn't come till later. But I'll explain that too as we go on this journey because this won't be one video. I can't give this to you in one video. It'll be too long. I can't give you this 3-minute story in 3 minutes. I had to give it to you how it's meant to be given to you. Let's just say that. Okay. So after, you know, going through my gist, trying to learn my mind, and I'm not thinking as I'm talking. See, I have the gift to be able to deliver a message to somebody that they need to hear. How that message is delivered, I don't know. Because when I go into that mode, I operate in the subconscious. It's no longer me thinking. See, I have blank thoughts, my mind is processing. So whatever for you is not of my mind. If it is, then it's not for you. So there, I'm talking with my home girl. I'm figuring out this journey that I'm being placed on. So it's giving me more gifts, being aware. Okay, boom, awareness. Okay. Next thing you know, it starts telling me be aware of things after they occur. So that means, okay, now I have to reflect back on my life. Times to where I had life changing events. See, it was telling me subconsciously I was going on a journey. So being aware of things after they occur led me to life-changing events. These life-changing events led me to times where I thought I couldn't make it anymore. Where I thought that giving up was the only way because I couldn't see in front of me. I didn't know if it was going to get better. Somehow I kept trucking. It got better.